Hey everyone, this is June from Turning Point Life Investment. This is your market analysis for January 2nd, 2010. Okay, let's start off with a 3-year weekly view of SPY. We can notice that the market has pretty much rallied this entire year without any major pullbacks, maybe a few sideways consolidations every now and then, but really no deep pullbacks, okay? So as a result, that's why you're seeing a lot of these major divergences with the MACD as well as other indicators, and as well as overbought stochastic. Now with the MACD divergence, that's usually a sign of weakness, but we've been experiencing that for pretty much the entire half of this year, and as well as being overbought, which means that the buying pressure is hitting an extreme level. But once again, we've been pretty overbought for more or less the entire year. So where do we go from here? Can this market continue higher? Absolutely. All right, can we get a nice deep pullback? That's also possible. But we want to look at what's highly probable. Now, the probability of this market continuing moving up is probably lower than the probability of the market experiencing a pullback, only because, well, we've been going straight up pretty much for the entire year without any major price correction. And especially with all these divergences and overbought situations, the market kind of needs to experience that pullback in order for it to alleviate itself from these extreme conditions. So going into a 6-month daily view, we've been pretty much sideways consolidating for a good month, and we finally managed to break out within the last couple of weeks of 2009. Again, you notice how even on a daily view we are overbought, but the last several days the market kind of pulled back a bit, allowing itself to relieve itself out of this overbought situation. Now going into an hourly view, I would say this last week of 2009, the price action seemed rather bearish. Even though we did make new highs, we stopped right around 113, so that's a clue to you. That's some pretty strong resistance. But notice how every time we made a gap up, prices quickly faded. It got sold immediately, right? Just like how on Monday, past Tuesday, where as soon as we get that new high, sellers or buyers quickly sold whatever position they had just to take that quick profit. Now what's even more bearish is how the 2009, the last hour of trading hour of 2009, how it ended in such a large bearish candlestick, especially breaking previous support levels. So this is what I'm going to be looking for in order for me to see some bearish confirmation. If we do get some kind of rally, some kind of relief rally, I wanted to see it fail around this 112 level, because this would tell me that this prior support is now going to act as resistance, and if it holds as resistance, then that's actually kind of bearish, because now that's going to be a new price level where bears begin to short. So if it starts breaking lower, then that begins to show there's lower lows and lower highs, which by definition is a downtrend. Now, however, if it breaks above 112 and above these previous support levels, then I would still be somewhat bullish on the market. Okay, next we go into the VIX. The VIX finally managed to break underneath this support level around 20, but it didn't really hold underneath 20 for that long of a time. But what's interesting was, again, on the last trading day of 2009, we got this huge large white candlestick, which means that volatility is entering the market. And usually when volatility enters the market, that's a bearish sign for the market. So overall, as far as sentiment, if it's able to break above this trend line right here, then I would definitely be a bit more bearish on the market, especially since bearish sentiment wants to go higher. So overall, going back to the 6-month daily view, we've had a tremendous rally for this year of 2009. The uptrend, if you look at the uptrend, is still intact. Okay, so there's nothing broken about this uptrend, other than a few signs towards the end of the last few days that's showing towards some kind of bearishness. But overall, the uptrend is still intact. Until the uptrend is broken, then I'll definitely be a little more bearish on the market.